I'm Evan Pantazi. Today we're going to talk about the mental nerve, and we have a chaining event. We've got a couple of different instructors playing around with it from different countries around the world. But first we're going to do a little explanation of the mental nerve, one of my favorite targets because it is right out in the open. It's located right at the bottom of the two corners of the mouth. Now here's an idea for you. If you've ever stuck a battery on your tongue, you understand the feeling of that electricity that goes through your tongue. Well, to feel it across the lower portion of your chin, you're going to have to take your two fingers, take it from the corner of your mouth, trace down, not to the edge of the jaw here, but right in the concavity here, at the most concave. You come down, you're going to push down first and then inward, and you should feel an electrical feeling across your bottom lip and right in front of your chin. Now, not everybody feels it the same way. So it might just feel like pain. It might feel like weakening in your neck. A lot of people, though, do get the feeling of electricity. And that's because you're pressing the two nerves in such a way that it's backing up it's not allowing the electrical impulses to go back to the brain, and you're stimulating it, and it's causing that electricity right there. Now, if you do that on another person, they're going to feel pretty much the same thing. However, most people won't notice it because what's happening is as you grab it firmly and hard and you push down, they just feel the letting go of their body, and they're concerned more with the falling than they are with this little electrical feeling that you have to be ready to feel. Okay, it's not the first thing that's on your mind. So take a look at these films. I'll show you a technique with just grabbing and shaking that nerve and working with that nerve and the reticular activating system for a deep knockout on the individual. We'll also show you a couple of striking applications. So sit back, enjoy the film.
Okay, let's take a look at the mental nerve right in through here, and let's turn this guy up a little. Now, it's right under the corner of the mouth as I depicted, and it's not this nerve right here because that's just the mandibular branch of the facial nerve root, and that ties into cervical nerve number 7. All right, the mental nerve is behind this muscle here, starts just about under this muscle. So let's take this one. Let's zoom in a little bit here. Okay, let's fade that one so you can still see it, but let's see what's underneath. What's going to happen is right under the corner here, and let's fade this away as well, you'll start to see the nerve coming right out there. So let's get rid of that altogether here. Okay, let's get rid of that nerve. Hide it. Okay, and we'll hide this nerve as well, and we'll zoom in just a little bit more. Okay, now, as we're zoomed in on this guy, okay, we can start to see, let's get rid of the muscles altogether, and I think we're going to get rid of the vascular tissue also because that can be confusing. All right, here we go. That's a lot better here. Okay, now we can start to see these two nerves here. All right, again, this is the 7th cranial nerve root, and it comes out as the mandibular branch, and this is the 5th cranial nerve, and it comes out as the mental nerve, also ties into the trigeminal nerve, very powerful nerve. Okay, now, if we're taking a look at this, we don't want to strike this nerve straight down, all right, and we don't want to strike it in this direction either. Now, this is when a boxer comes in with a hook and hits the jaw, they come in with this kind of an action, so it's not going to work so well. What you need to do is you need to come in at an angle that's down and in, like you're pushing this down in toward the throat. And let me draw that arrow just a little bit better. Okay, whoops, move the guy instead. All right, let's get this guy out here. Okay, so we want to come back down and in this way for the best result. And the reason being is that we want to actually take the message and send it along the nerve this way right into the cranial nerve itself, at the trigeminal and the pons of the brain stem, all right, and cause a much greater reaction. Now, when you're striking, if you broadside, if you hit with a straight little knuckle, it's going to be easy enough to get that target, okay? But if you use a broader weapon like a palm, you'll be able to strike both of these nerves, get a double impact on the individual. All right. So again, both of these nerves we want to strike down and in this direction. Okay, almost like you're trying to get the guy to swallow it. All right. So that's a little bit more on that nerve, just so you know where it is. And what we're going to do in the film is we're going to attack it in different ways. I'm going to use the palm strike, as I mentioned, right down on this target. And you'll see the heel of my palm, or what's called the iron sword hand, attacking this nerve down at this juncture. And I'm pretty sure I clipped the top part of that top nerve as well. So I got two nerves, and you'll see the ramifications on it. All right, now the pressure points, there's no pressure points that are on this nerve. Again, if you pinch this, this is going to hurt an awful lot. All right, if you stick a needle in it, if you stick a needle in this one, it's going to hurt an awful lot as well. So it's not so much the acupuncture that we're looking for. It is the nerve itself, and you can see it's tucked away underneath there. It's tucked away under on both sides. It's equilateral. Let's get rid of this vascular tissue again. You'll see the hole on both sides. It's easy enough to feel in your own jaw, and once you touch that, if you push in toward the center, let's get my arrows out here, this way, and also simultaneously downward. Okay, so you can press downward, and you're also going to press inward on it, okay? Press the nerve inward and downward, okay? You're going to feel that electricity just come right across in through here, much like sticking your tongue on a battery. So, or a battery on your tongue, I should say, one of those 9 volts. And you'll start to feel it cut right across. And it's a very powerful target. So let's see first the effects of it, and then let's see how the guys chain along with it, using it in different little techniques as we go.
A lot of times in a self-defense situation, a person's more apt to go to the head. As a matter of fact, that's mostly where people will target, because the head is what has insulted you. It's looked at you funny, it's said something bad to you, it's not hearing you talk, it's giving you a funny look. There's many different things that the head, or the expressions, or just the physical actions of the person that manifest in the head do to trigger anger, okay? Sometimes that affects you as well. This person could say something, you get a little angry, say something back, and maybe they attack you at this point, or in a self-defense mode. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to target the head. There are several points on the head to get to, and the reason why I'm going to give you several is because no matter which angle or direction the person turns their head, or you're moving to get away or escape, you have a viable target to work with. One of the easiest ones to get to, because it's in the front of the face and easy to work, is the mental nerve, right at the base of the chin. Okay, right under the corner of each side of the mouth, there's that nerve. We want to strike down and in. Now, as I do this, if I use my fist, I'm going to break the tissue. I'm going to cause either a split skin, or I'm going to cause a hematoma or black and blue mark, okay? Or I could just knock the chin out of the way, break a tooth. There's some physical damage. So again, remember that you need to do more self-defense with this with open hand, as it won't leave the marks. For females, females are much more apt to strike with their open hands rather than fists. So I want to show you all these pressure points using open hands. That way, if the crowd sees it as well, they don't see you in a combative way, they see you more as trying to stop the attack. Okay? The effect on the mental nerve, if we draw it down, causes slight dizziness. So you see how that will affect the individual. Now, if the person grabs on with this arm, if the arm was low enough, I could strike with this hand, but I want you to always think to not strike with the same hand that they grab you with. There's the opening over there. He has strength in this side of the body. I want to attack the weaker side. So as the man walks up to grab, there's 1, 2, and it's the end of the situation. Again, he steps up, 1, 2, That's the end of the situation. Now, besides the physical dysfunction you just saw, if you look at the jaw, there's no damage, okay? And all I did was say, I just tried to stop him by saying stop, and he fell down, okay? So someone on the street, they're not going to see me trying to punch him. They're going to see me trying to just put my hands out as a protective mode.
I'm Xavi from Barcelona. Let's see one mental nerve application, just working on grappling. First, I'll put myself back on ground. My partner will be up, we'll work a little, and then see one mental nerve application. Working to release. First, working on mental nerve, just to twist the body, put me on him, and then control the ground, pressing onto the ground. Just one mental nerve application. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kyusho from Azores. I'm a Kyusho instructor and technical instructor also. So we're going to show you a little bit from this movement and will affect the mental nerve on the chin, in front of the chin. My student will win, and the Kakash from the source. Thank you.
You always come, right? So we're running off the hoop line, the inside hoop line. Probably that's not bad. It's Filipino martial arts for those people that are not privy to the information. So from here, we're gonna come in, control the arm from the elbow, slip over, go for an iron bone. Same way we were doing before, except now we're going to go for mental nerve. We come in and we get into this. What's going to happen, because I stink at this, is he's going to come around and I'm going to snake up, and now I'm going to take the top knuckles and press it in this way. And he taps. Okay, got it? Oh, one more time? Okay. So we're coming in, boom, doing my hoop bud, come in, control, iron bone, boom, go for that face choke. Oh, he slips out. That's all right. Come back in. That knuckle's going to fall right on there. Okay, control technique. It's not a knockout. It can be a knockout, but just go for the control. Okay, go. And
Oh, you want the mental?
mental nerve. That's what we talked about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do it again.
Again?
Yeah.
Never do it again.
Inside hoop bud, guys. There we go. Oops. Spins it. Boom.
Yeah, you got it this time.
All right. Who's going?
Bend. Go on.
It was on the nerve.
All I'm going to do is I'm going to grab, I'm going to vibrate. Look at his eyes. He went back out again.